So I know you probably can't say a lot about what's coming up in season 2, but what should fans be prepared to see, or what kind of emotions should they be ready to feel when they watch that, the season opener?
How the heck did they get out of all this? They're not going to be able to believe how much work went into actually figure out how to get everyone out of there in an organic, real fashion and not just cheat. I think that's the thing that we're most proud of.
Yeah, and I think also sort of maybe empathizing at times with Henry, because of course he got a really raw deal from his parents, and I think that's going to play a big role too, these family dynamics and
sometimes you get a villain and they're just a villain, and in this case it happens to be Ichabod Crane's son and Katrina's son. What role did they really play in making him a villain? Can this villain be redeemed in some way? Do we want to redeem him? Did we do something so terribly wrong that actually we're the evil at fault here? How can we fight someone that maybe we betrayed through our actions? We were trying to do the right thing. What are they going to agree even how to deal with this? Does Abby even care that it's their son? Because that's not her family. That's not her problem. She's got Jenny to deal with.
Right.
So at the heart of all this, even though it's a giant mythological thing that's going to determine whether or not you go to hell, it's still a family drama in the center of it.
Wow.
Is that enough?
Yeah, that's amazing. That's fantastic. Was it a bigger challenge going into season 2 and writing for season 2 than it was in the original, the first season?
No, I think because we knew them a little bit better, we had a little bit more of an opinion about whether or not it was a show we were telling.
Yeah, and I think also in a first season of any show, you're trying to figure out what works, what doesn't work, what do people respond to, what can we get away with our characters, and this time we had a better sense of that, and we know where we can push things, and so we're able to push things in really fun ways.
And thanks to fan interaction, we knew what people liked and what they wanted to see, so that was a nice thing to have on our shoulder, encouraging us along to do what we all want to do.
So did that have a big effect on, going into the second season?
Absolutely, all the way from the artwork that we got to things that we've read online, to just seeing literally reactions to different shows. It's nice to see that and see the fans in a way become consultants when they're this vocal.
Speaking of the fans, it was just interesting, like right out of the gate, the show became instantly popular. What do you think was the reason behind that? Do you have any theories as to why it just jumped like that?
No, if we knew that, then we'd bottle it and do it again.
Every time. We don't know. We're just really happy about it.
I think when the people behind it are authentically having fun and not just sort of phoning it in, but think if you're excited to get up in the morning and work on the show, that's, I think, part of one of the million things that has to go right, but at least it starts there. It interested us, and everyone that came to work on the show, from in front of the camera on down, found it interesting. That was just a good canary in the coal mine, as they say, for how it may or may not work. We don't know.
Yeah.
Ask the fans.
Yeah, we should. All right, finally, I just want to know if you guys can tease any, what historical characters are coming up, and then also if you're going to be hitting on any other mythologies, like supernatural type mythologies this season.
Well, we always talked about from the beginning that even though we start with the Bible, that the Bible is an example of many mythologies and religions that exist in this world, and our plan has always been to try to sample the world's different myths and different stories. One of the characters that we have that's coming in, this character named Noah Hawley.
Nick Hawley.
Sorry, Nick Hawley. Noah is a friend of ours who writes.
Who created Fargo.
Who created Fargo. He is an antiquities dealer who's been all over the place, and so through him we're going to start to see how different religions, different myths overlap a little bit, and how a lot of the stories that we tell ourselves and tell our cultures have maybe common origins, so that's always fun. We have Benjamin Franklin, as you heard about. We have Benedict Arnold. So it's not just mythology and religion, it's also, again, history, and trying to find out always more what really happened, but what maybe was a secret, and how does it affect us even still today. History is not history. History is a living thing, and therefore stay in school.